All right, Brad Weber again, back with Raven Sports Drive. Joining me today, Tony Turner, our women's basketball coach.
How you doing, Brad? How are you?
I am good. Well, let's dive right in. We're a couple months late, but we're starting the seasons. 2021 season's kicking off. Kind of your thoughts on that?
Well, we've been waiting, and it's been tough to keep everybody's attention, and luckily we've had a chance to get some scrimmages in first semester that kind of got us through, and kept us working hard, and we just had a scrimmage the Sunday against Johnson and Labette, and we had a lot to learn. You could tell we were rusty. Those are two really good programs and great coaches, and we competed, and we still have a lot to work on that. But I thought we playing two games against two teams like that, I thought we did a pretty good job, and we're in a little better shape than what I thought we would be.
You never know coming over, off a break like that, how the girls will come back sometimes. But I know in the first couple of weeks, obviously the season's starting this week on Wednesday, and then the conference is starting, next week. What are you kind of looking for those first 2 weeks of the season?
Well, this first game, we have a bunch of new kids. We have 3 sophomores, and we finally got KK back, and this will give her a chance and our freshmen a chance to kind of get out there and just get into game-like situations, and where it kind of counts toward our record, and it's they'll have to get used to Coach Turner and kind of how we do things, and and just the rotating into playing time, and but we're looking forward to especially tomorrow's game and to get going, and try to get us ready for this up and coming tough conference, and we open up against Hutch, and I know they're going to be loaded, and we're going to have to. We're going to have to be ready.
Step it up right at the first.
Yes, and we want to execute, get the ball moving, and run our stuff, and be fundamentally sound. And one good thing about this past weekend, we played Johnson and Labette, and Johnson kind of reminds me of Hutch, just with their details of how they run their offense, and how they play defense, and then you have Labette, who has a great program, and they're really athletic and big, and it was a good test to get us ready for this up and coming grueling season.
Okay. I never been one big on preseason polls, but I know the preseason polls came out, or the predicted order of finish, is what the conference calls them. And I saw they had Coffeyville pick third in the East. Kind of your thoughts on that?
With just 3 returning players, I totally understand. I mean, and when you're at the top, you got people coming after you. We're not Butler, where everybody's got them on their radar, and I know we're on people's radar, and Cali has almost their whole team back, and I know they added some pretty good players too, and Independence got a new coach, and Coach Eckenbrack's been around for a while, and they moved him up, and Allen and the Osho, they're gonna compete and battle, and I understand. I mean, regardless of where we're going to be at, it's always going to be some kind of motivational factor. I'm going to twist it some way, If we're picked first, I'm going to say they're coming after you. If we get third, we pick third, we don't have any respect.
That's a good way to look at it.
And so regardless of where we go and get where they see us at, we're always going to shoot for the stars and be at the top of this thing, and now we know we can go up. So, but we don't want to go down, and we just got to work. So
okay. And you mentioned some players earlier. What Red Raven players should we be looking at for this year?
Well, of course, Faith Simpson, she's been doing great. I mean, she's, in our scrimmages so far, she's definitely been a difference maker out there. And, now we just have her for basketball only and don't have to share her with volleyball. She's been doing a great job. You got Tynika Gilmore, another returner from last year, who's been working extremely hard and being a great example for the freshmen, to give them just a gauge of how hard you should work. And freshmen think they're working hard, and I'm like, no, she's working a lot harder than you right now, and this is where you need to get to. And then we got KK back, and we had to move some people around because she runs the show for us. She's really smart. I mean, she's coming off the ACL injury, and but in the scrimmage, I played her longer than what I wanted to, because she'd been out since last April, since our last games.
Since last game, yeah.
And but she did well. As far as some freshmen, Nakia Cullum, she did a great job this weekend and stepped up and made some shots. Martina Archuleta, she has a kind of weird name, a different name, and I know I'm messing it up, but she's played hard, got some rebounds for us, and Dariana Carter, those freshmen, right now the jury's still out on them, those were scrimmages, and there were 2 good scrimmages, but we'll see how those freshmen adjust to the Jayhawk.
Okay. One thing that may be a little different, especially the first couple weeks of the season, is the no fans. No fans. I know the conference is going to revisit that maybe the 1st of February, to see about that. Just curious, have you talked with the girls about no fans, or what it might be like?
Well, of course, they always want their parents and people to come watch them, So they haven't said much, when we tell them. And some of the scrimmages we've had, there's been no fans, so they're kind of used to it. And when we had our scrimmage early in the year, we did have fans. On the coach's side of it, you want to have your fans there. Having a bunch of freshmen right now, it takes a little pressure off of them, because there's not anybody else in the gym. You don't have parents there. You don't have their buddies, people there to cheer for. And I don't want to send the wrong message, because I want people to come root for us. But this first early part of it, I don't have a problem with it, because nobody being there, and because they can focus on the team, they can focus on us and on me and the coaching staff. So hopefully in February, after we get some games under our belt, they'll allow some fans to get here so people can kind of come in, because it's going to be ugly early, and they'll be like, "Whoa, what have you been doing with these kids, Coach Turner?" So let us get some games under our belt so we can look like we're a really good team. So
sounds good. I would point out for the viewers out there, though, we will be streaming our games. Obviously, both men's and women's basketball games the first couple of weeks. Even without fans, you can come to our website, redravenathletics.com. Under Inside Athletics, there's a tab for streaming. You can click into there, and then a click from there will take you to the games. You can watch them live, obviously, or if you click that, you can watch past games. So if you can't, our first game's on Wednesday the 20th of January. If you can't watch it live, come in the next day or so, and the tab will still be there where you can watch the recorded version, basically. So for those out there, watch us live, and you can get to that from our athletic website. Well, thanks, Tony, for coming in. Good luck on the seasons coming up.
Well, thank you, Brad. You always do a great job, and I appreciate all your support. And people out there watching us, please come and keep us in your prayers, root for us, and hopefully on February 1st they'll overturn the no fans deal, so we can get people out there. And I know the men's team they have a really good team, and we're gonna. We'll be able to. We have a team where we'll be able to compete and battle, and you won't be disappointed with what you see out there.
Very good. So, join us next time, Red Raven Sports Drive.